We have a scrimmage against Palma on Wednesday at 10 a.m. So if you have nothing else to do, please come out and support.
And Mr. Peters is going to go first. I'm going to come back to the students.
So I have a couple of sports announcements. So over the weekend, Henry Blouse swam in a junior nationals qualifying meet, and he swam a sizzling 151.30 in the 200 IM and qualified for the junior nationals in Austin, Texas in early December. And I hope he's here. If he'd stand up. Is he in here, Henry? All right. December, and we'll see how he does in the junior nationals. I'm sure he and his folks will keep us appraised, but let's give him a big round of applause and wish him very good luck. In addition to that, and there'll be more information about all league and things for ball players and such after the break, since we only have a break today, but I wanted to recognize one team. We play in the Monterey Bay League for certain sports, and we play in the Monterey Bay League for field hockey. And so I'd like to recognize both the field hockey team, but also the two captains who played 3 sports now for 3 straight years going into their 4th year. They're already starting in soccer now. So if Eloise and Jerry Perkle would come forward, please. Sportsmanship Leadership Awards for as team captains. Eloise. The entire field hockey team, their own plaque, which we'll post in, hopefully in Mr. Cheetah's office or someplace, to show how classy we are. And our 2 team captains are listed here, so give them a round of applause.
Interesting thing first. Interesting. I can't do them. I'm good, but I'm not that good to have both of them. Interesting? All right. The interesting thing is that I would like to tell you to avoid sharing brushes, combs, hats, etc. for a while. And I would like to tell you to just not do each other's hair for a little while. You know, it's just one of those things that happens in a school, in a close community. It has nothing to do with sanitation or anything else. It's just a fact of life. But every once in a while, we get little liciness. Okay. So, yeah. So just take care to do that for a while. Otherwise, you know, you're cool. Just get somebody in your family just to check your head and your scalp. It's got to be all the way down to the scalp that you look. Okay, so just take a look at that. Okay. All right, then the other thing is that I would like to announce to you that because our esteemed Workjob Czarina was elected by the assembled masses to represent them at the Board of Trustees, we have asked her to focus more on that, and we have found another Workjob czar to take her place, and that will be, with great appreciation, Mr. Connor Woodson. Thank you.
And the deadline for that is coming up very soon if you would like a scholarship. If you need help figuring out what country you might want to go to or getting the application filled out, today during lunch in room 8, any student who wants to work on that application, please please meet me there. And any student who's already done the application and is able to help other students get their application done quickly and easily, that would be helpful, not room 8. Room 10. Thank you. All right.
So this past weekend, the Coastal Regional Honor Choir met in Palo Alto, and 5 of your company, Alex Davies, CJ, Jenny, Emma Finch, and Eleanor, all participated, and it was fabulous. And there were moments during that time when all the adults felt that if everybody sang in choir, there would be no strife in the world. Second thing, all music students, keep an eye on haiku. Do not come and say, I didn't know I had a rehearsal today, because it's on haiku. It's very important, and it's actually changed since this morning, so keep an eye on it. It's going to change constantly.
Good morning, York. 3 things related to end of semester exams. The exam schedule will be posted. No. It's the exam schedule will be posted on Haiku and York.org tomorrow. Please have a look at it over the Thanksgiving break. If you see any conflicts, for example, currently AP Bio and Advanced Latin and Cinema are all scheduled for Friday afternoon, and the only student on campus who is taking all 3 of those exams is our president, Ben. And so he's going to come to me tomorrow or Monday, and he's going to say, I would like one of those exams to be moved. And we will move one of those exams for his benefit and the benefit of others. If you see a conflict, talk to us, talk to me, talk to one of your teachers about that so we can help you manage it. We'll either move an exam or we'll create an alternative time for you to take a test. Second thing, that post will also have an overview of this year's new prototype for exam schedule, and that is a reading day on the Wednesday before exams begin. And that means that you can stay home on that Wednesday and study at home, or you can come to campus, sign in, study with a study group in the library or in the student center, or you can attend classes, but classes will all be tutorials with your teachers offering time for you to review for those exams. But again, you are not expected to come to class on that Wednesday before exams start. You can stay home. You don't have to come to campus. Third thing, that link will also have a link to study guideline resources, things you can do to prepare and best prepare for exams. So please have a look at those resources as well. If you have questions, if you have any concerns, if you're feeling anxious at all about exams, that's all understandable. Please reach out to a teacher, a class dean, or somebody else on campus, and we'll help you out. Thanks.
There will be no Classical Honor Society meeting at lunch today, and so I think a lot of you are planning on applying for study abroad. You should go do that. And there will be no JETS meeting tomorrow at lunch, but if you're in JETS, you should keep an eye on the Facebook group, because I'll be posting the links to the competition scenario descriptions probably sometime today. And if you're not in the Facebook group, come talk to me and give me your email so I can send those to you.
Okay, so today is Pie Day. Pie for everyone in the Commons during lunch, as well as if anybody brought pies for their classes, bring them over and we will judge them.
Yeah.
So the pie is free, so everyone can have a piece of pie. We've got pumpkin pie, apple pie, whatever you guys grow up.
And keep donating cans to the food drive. We will be judging the can container things today, and I think
The
Beyonce.
winner of our food drive decoration canister is the 12th grade with that beautiful Beyonce.
But keep donating cans, because that's what actually matters. So donate to the people who need them. Like that. So.
into a moment of panic. I caught my parents waving as I took a glimpse behind me. At that moment, it hit me. I would be traveling alone for the first time with no parents or brother to watch over me. I hesitated to step into the boarding area as I could hear many different voices, babies crying, and people yelling. Everything was so chaotic. I paused for a moment to calm my nerves. Then, I began walking in search of gate 4 as I was told to do so by one of the security guards while walking through the metal detector. After a few minutes of searching, gate 4 was nowhere to be found. I was terrified. Different scenarios of the terrible things that could happen went rushing through my head, like missing my flight and having to sleep on the hard waiting room chairs as people stared at me awkwardly, or staying in an airport overnight with no parents. After this, I began wandering around, hoping to find the terminal. A few minutes had passed when I spotted a dark blue sign with illuminated letters in the distance. It read Gate 4 with an arrow pointing forward. I breathed a sigh of relief and speedwalked to the terminal. Once I arrived, I sat down on the leather back seats, waiting for my flight number to be called. About 10 minutes had passed when the loudspeaker went on. Flight number 914, with destination to Mexico, please begin boarding. I quickly gathered my belongings and got on the boarding line. Once I entered the plane, the flight attendant directed me to my seat. I sat down and began thinking about how I did this all by myself with no help from my parents. This experience helped me learn that I should not always rely on my parents to micromanage my life. Because of this, I've been described as a person who likes to find solutions to problems on my own. My solo flight helped me learn that trying new things, although scary, could turn out to be rewarding. Since then, I've traveled many times by myself, and now I know exactly where to go.
There's no exec meeting today because of the pie competition, so members of exec and activities committee check in with Katie and Willow to see if they need any help at the beginning of lunch. Thank you.